welcome back to my channel.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Nailed it. Before we get started, I just wanted to say it's Valentine's Day. Not when you're watching, but when we're filming, which is why I look like a Valentine. I mean, I'm not leaving my apartment today, but I still look like a Valentine. Also, this dress is a little bit too small for my boobs. That's why they're like, so, I mean, just ignore that. So today I'm going to be talking about a highly requested topic. If you remember a couple months ago or a few months ago now, I posted a video titled how men or how guys treat me after losing 130 pounds. On that video, I got a lot of feedback from people asking me how my friends treat me after losing 130 pounds. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to be discussing my friendships prior and after weight loss and everything like that. So if you are new here, If you're new here, my name is Jordan and I lost 130 pounds. Now I'm just on YouTube trying to help people out. I say all the time that I'm not a professional, and I'm not. I just really want to help people by kind of openly and transparently discussing my own experiences in weight loss. So if you are interested to know how I lost the weight, my diet, my exercise, everything like that, I do have other videos where I discuss topics like that. And then I also have my Instagram account, which I use to document the entire weight loss process. So definitely check me out on there as well. I got a lot of transformation photos, a lot of advice, and by advice I mean rambling. So how my friends treat me after losing 130 pounds. Right off the bat, I just want to say my friends have been incredibly supportive. The vast majority have been incredibly supportive. I have amazing friends. I really value my friendships and I really appreciate how supportive they've been towards me during my weight loss journey. Obviously, as everyone experiences, there have been some people who have not been quite as supportive, and I will discuss that more in depth later, but overall I've had a very positive response from my friends to my weight loss. I bet some of my friends are watching right now, shitting themselves, being like, am I about to get fucking dragged? So I feel like the main difference between how my friends treat me now versus how my friends treated me before I lost weight is actually, it all lies on like myself, like how I act towards my friends. So before I lost weight, I was much more reserved, or I was more hesitant to be open with my friends, if that makes sense. So like, for example, there are a lot of experiences that I feel I missed out on because of my weight. Not even because I was that big, but because the way I viewed myself at that time hindered my ability to be completely open with people I care about. I wouldn't go to like amusement parks with my friends because I was afraid of not sitting in the seats. I wouldn't go to sports events because I was afraid of not fitting in the seats. I wouldn't go shopping because I didn't want to, go in stores that I knew I couldn't fit in the clothes they provided. And I mean, I feel like now, like, I've been able to do all of those things because I've lost weight and because I've become more confident in myself. Oh my god. Just ignore this. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that, like, I feel like my friendships are stronger now because I lost weight. And obviously I'm not saying like my friends think I'm more valuable because I lost weight, but I think I'm more open because I lost weight. I feel like a very important aspect of friendship is honesty. And when I was bigger, I was afraid to hear my friends' honest opinions about me, especially like in terms of like my body, my health, like those things I wouldn't talk to my friends about at all. And I've come to realize that those are topics that you should be actively and openly talking to people about, because I mean, like, that's your well-being, right? So before I had lost weight, I would not talk to anyone about that stuff. Not my friends, not my family, not anyone. So now that I have lost weight, I have been able to connect with people on different levels because I'm more honest. So for example, I'll talk to my friends about sexual health, physical health, mental health, all of these things that I think are very important to talk openly about with other people. Like before I lost weight, I would not talk to anyone about going to the gym. I would not talk to anyone about losing weight because I just felt uncomfortable in those situations. And obviously my friendships aren't based on those things. Like my friendships are much more complex than that. But just having the ability to talk about those things with people, it is life altering. And that sounds cheesy as fuck, bitch, but it is. Like being able to be open about shit like that has really strengthened my relationships with my friends. Is it like really fucking dark in this shot? I'm sorry, we're not professionals here. So my friendships have kind of been uncommon, and that's probably not the right word. It's not uncommon, it's just different. What I mean by that is my best friends, they all know each other, or they all know of each other, but all my best friends aren't friends with each other. As you guys know, I did a lot of school. I went to 3 universities, so I have a lot of different friends from a lot of different schools, and they never hung out with each other. So I never had that like experience of having a friend group, if that makes sense. Oh my fucking god. My boob! Shit! It's not like all of us get together and go out for drinks. It's not like all of us get together and go out for food. And I feel like for a lot of people that is the situation. So when you kind of separate yourself from that and when you say, I want to lose weight, I want to get healthier, those friend groups resent you because you're no longer going out to drink with them, you're no longer going out to eat with them. That was not my situation. All my friends are scattered across the fucking province, across the world at this point. So I never had to deal with that personally, which I know a lot of people do, but for me, that was never an obstacle I had to face with my friends. It is kind of a unique situation where if I had an unsupportive friend, I could easily cut that friend out and it really wouldn't affect my other friends. Well, I know for some people that's not the case. I consider some of my friends to be my biggest fans. Oh my god, this video, I swear this video is gonna get more interesting. Right now I'm just like hyping the fuck out of my friends. But I do consider them to be some of my biggest fans. A lot of them will like share articles I'm in, share my videos, like tell their friends about me, kind of like show me off in a sense, which I've always really appreciated. I have friends who message me if I write something sad on Instagram, like in a caption, or like friends who will reach out to me if they can tell I'm just like not having a good day or like I'm struggling with something. And because of that, like I really value the friends that I have in my life, and that is how friendship should be. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will be able to identify who's a good friend and who is not. Listen, I love all my friends. But what some of them fucking do is they tell their friends about me before I meet their friends. Like they'll tell them about my fucking social media. So I've had so many awkward interactions where people are meeting me, but like they know who I am, right? Because they like watch my Instagram stories and shit. And like I'm so awkward! They know so much about me and I have no idea who the fuck they are. So I'm like, and like I don't know how to deal with that very well. So if you're my friend and you're watching this, the only reason I really put that in is because I would really like you to stop hyping me up to your friends before they meet me, because they're gonna be disappointed, okay? So obviously I have talked to a lot of sabotagers. The difference between sabotagers and people I consider my friends is the second I identify or the second I label someone as a sabotager, like they're cut fucking immediately. So I don't tolerate that shit. Luckily, I've come to a point in my life where I can easily cut people out. Like I don't really have any remorse. I mean, it's kind of a downfall as well because, you know, snip, 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 snip. I'm in a place in my life, like I'm an adult, I can easily cut out people. I don't have to see these people every day. Well, I know a lot of you, especially if like you're younger, you're in high school, if the sabotager is your family, I know that's a bit more difficult. But obviously I've dealt with sabotagers. I have people who will be like, hey, do you want anything from the store? Hey, do you want anything from the food court? Whatever the fuck they're asking. And I'll say, no, thank you. And like, they'll still buy it and bring it. And then they'll get offended when I don't eat it. And it's like, well, what the fuck did you expect if I said no? But it's because in their mind, they're like, I'm gonna get her to eat this. Like, I'm gonna try and sabotage her progress. I mean, I know a lot of us deal with this, but all my advice, or what my advice on that is, you just have to move forward. So you just have to say, fuck you, I'm not eating your nacho fries, piss off, get out my face. If someone is constantly mocking you, or someone is constantly kind of bringing up what you're saying on Instagram, or they're constantly like poking fun at you for trying to lose weight, that is not a friend. And I know it's hard to accept, but there are people who are going to support you and people who are not going to support you. And it's really important for your own mental health and your own fitness journey that you remove those people from your life. I have also made friends because of weight loss. So the weight loss community on Instagram is very vibrant. There are a lot of people, you know, fighting for the same shit. So I have been able to meet a lot of friends through Instagram, through social media, who share similar experiences to me. And this is something I value very, very highly. And the reason I value it so much is because nothing really connects you, like, it is, how do I say this? Nothing connects you more to someone than going through a similar experience. I could talk to my friends about how much weight I've lost or like what I'm struggling with since losing weight. And yes, they're gonna listen to me, and yes, they're gonna be supportive, but they can only understand so much. When I go and I talk to someone who has lost the same amount or is trying to lose the same amount or who has lost a similar amount or like whatever, like they just understand me on a level that no one else can understand me. And because of that, that's something I highly, highly value. And that's why I'm so adamant about putting out content for people who don't have that friend to talk to. So like me talking to the camera, you know, I've gone through the things that you're struggling with, whether it be like insecurity, whether it be problems with your eating, whether it be lack of motivation. Like I just really value the friendships I've made because of my weight loss. Okay, so now that all the mushy gushy shit is over. I mean, I feel like this video isn't going to be super exciting, but I just like to address things that people do ask, even if, you know, they're not the most exciting videos. But on to the next part, and I have contemplated whether or not I wanted to talk about this because it is negative, and I like to keep negativity off my channel and, you know, off my social media or whatever. But I feel like it is something that a lot of you will deal with, and I don't know, maybe me talking about it will help you get through it easier. So when I was in my second year of university, so I would have been around 19, I got really heavily into Tumblr and like the Tumblr scene. And I'm not on Tumblr anymore. I still really like Tumblr. Like, it was, you know, it was my shit. Like, I used to be on Twitter, I used to be on Tumblr, that used to be my shit. Now I'm not, now I'm on neither. So during that time, I got really into the plus size community, or what we identified at that time as the fatspo community. I don't really know what people are calling it these days because I'm off Tumblr, as I said. I got really, really heavily involved in that community, and it was very, like, words that were thrown around were like, body positivity, self-love, all that type of shit. I have always been, and I always will be, very body positive. And what I mean by that is I believe that you should practice self-love, or I believe that you deserve to practice self-love regardless of your size, regardless of your gender, your fucking disability, like anything, regardless of anything. I think you deserve to appreciate yourself and your body. And I've always been like that, even though I've lost weight. There is a very big debate in the body positivity community about whether someone like me could be considered body positive, because I did actively lose weight and I did actively try to look a different way or change my body. I'm just gonna put it out there that I think that's fucking ridiculous that anyone would ever say I'm inherently not body positive because I lost weight. That is not the point of this fucking video. Okay. But anyway, back to where the story was going. When I was younger and I was on Tumblr, I found myself drifting kind of away from the openly, like, the fluid body positivity community that I really valued to more of like the militant side of body positivity. And what I mean by that is I found this group of girls and we were all really close. We were friends. I mean, we were Tumblr friends. And instead of embracing body positivity for everyone, it kind of turned into, we're gonna resent fit, thin, or like healthier bodies than ours. And at that time, I'm coming from a very insecure place, but at that time, I very easily and very often victimize myself because of my body. And I'm really trying to word this in a way that, like, I don't offend people, because I'm really not trying to offend people, because I do believe that body positivity is a good movement, and I do believe you can be bigger and body positive for all bodies. But where I'm coming from, just me being honest, I use body positivity as an excuse to dislike people who are thinner than me. And that was kind of like the narrative in the group that I was in. So when I started to lose weight, I didn't tell anyone, right? I didn't tell anyone I wanted to lose weight. I created my Jordan Shrinks Instagram account, but it was it wasn't private, but I didn't tell any of my friends. It was disconnected from my Facebook. The people who followed me had no idea who the fuck I was. It was just very private, and that's how I wanted to do it, because I didn't want the pressure of people knowing I was trying to lose weight in case I were to fail or anything like that. But I didn't tell anyone. But about 6 months in, one of the girls in this friend group of mine ended up finding the account. And instead of, you know, like, approaching me or confronting me about the account or just asking me what the account was about, I later came to find out that a separate group, like a Facebook group, was created that I wasn't included in, where these friends of mine would kind of like talk shit. They would screen cap whatever I posted, you know, like put it in, like talk shit, blah, 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 like, look at this bitch, she's trying to lose weight. But the funny thing is, at this point, I had already lost like 100 pounds. Like, all the things they were saying were basically fucking bogus, and like they had no effect on me because it was all just like speculation. It was all just like talking out their ass. And the only reason I know that they said these things is because they ended up having like a bit of an argument, and one of the girls ended up just sending me all the screen caps, and I was like, well, do you want me to like kiss your fucking feet here? Because you were clearly involved in this as well. Obviously, I do not talk to these girls anymore. I would not be surprised if they still keep up to date with my Instagram account and they still talk shit. Honestly, I would not be surprised if they're watching this video right now, which, if that is the case. And I know these things are kind of hard to talk about, especially if like they're your friends, but I kind of wanted to turn this video into a lesson because I'm your mom, and I just wanted to clarify, or I just wanted to remind you that when people talk badly about you, when people make fun of your appearance, when people make fun of like your efforts, your like, just when they make fun of you for who you are, it is almost always, if not always, coming from a place of insecurity. People don't know how to deal with insecurity, so people will project their insecurities onto you. People will, you know, drag you or make you feel bad because they feel bad about themselves. And I know it's lame. Like, I know it's like, here's Jordan talking about, like, I know it's lame to say, and I know it's lame to hear, and I'm really trying to make this not cringy, but coming from someone who has a very large online platform and receives a lot of online hate, I can tell you that what they want you to feel, which is bad about yourself, like, it's not worth it. You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your own goals, because at the end of the day, the only one who's gonna change your life is you. What people say, it's irrelevant. What people think, it's irrelevant. Yes, these girls are mad because I lost weight. And yes, they might call me hypocritical because I'm coming from such a anti-fit background where I would preach this like anti-fit ideology, but at the end of the day, like, I'm happier, I'm healthier, and I'm more confident. So whatever they say, like, it can't bring me down. And I just really want you guys to know that whether it's from weight loss, whether it's because you pursued more education, whether it's because you switched careers, whatever, people are gonna talk shit regardless, and what you need to do is you just need to keep your head high and your middle finger higher. People are insecure. Just because they're insecure doesn't mean you have to be insecure, because that's what they're trying to make you feel. So that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. I know, like I said, it's not really that spicy. I really wish I had some like super scandalous stories, but I mean, I'm not gonna make shit up. I mean, I could, that's like what the story time YouTubers do, right? Thank you guys so much for all your ongoing support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Bye! Okay.
Fuck your Bible.